I'm Amber J. Lawson. I'm the executive producer of the Content Industry Connect LA, and I help executive produce the digital and brand streams at BAMF. I also am the CEO of an organization called Comedy Gives Back.
Such an amazing event. What inspired you to start building this platform?
So it's all based out of BAMF. So BAMF is World Media Festival is one of the must-attend international events. So really, the goal is a playbook so that you come in as a content creator and can find the right partner to fund and or distribute your content. So like we just had an MCN panel, a multi-channel network panel. So we had Style Hall and Kin Community and Awesomeness TV and Me Too. So if you make Latin programming, you could do a deal with Me Too. Or if you had women's programming, you could do a deal with one of the different women's networks. Later in the day, we have E1, which is one of the huge distributors and studios and partners, and so that's traditional. So there's a place for everyone to kind of figure out where they fit and to give you insights how to make those deals happen. So it's development and production. So if you write, or you're a producer, or you're a YouTuber, or you are a buyer on any platform, this is the ecosystem for you.
Before we let you go back to your busy schedule, what do you want attendees to come away with today? If you can get 3 things you want them to come away with, what would that be?
A deal, and a deal.
I like you already. A deal, a deal, a deal.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, right, we're gaining all of this education. So we have trends and we have people maybe explaining platforms you haven't heard of before, right? And how your content or what your vision or your passion is fits into that. And then hopefully you can craft your content to make a deal. And that's really what we want to do. And you can connect with the top people in the industry here.
This is a very intimate conference. Can people do one-on-ones at some point during this conference?
So there is a one-on-one. It's called .connect. And .connect is the back end, like the technology that helps you set up meetings so you can meet with, like we have the EVP of reality programming from TBS, or we have the head of comedy scripted at ABC. And you can actually have a meeting with them.
Wow, thank you so much. This is exciting. I can't wait to get back and hear some more.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
About multi-platform interactive storytelling. It's kind of what I'm known for. I won an Emmy 2 years ago for interactive media. I have YouTube's only Primetime Emmy Award. So pretty cool. And so what I like to do at these conferences is educate the audience about how they can look at and how they can explore designing a story, whether it be movie, TV, reality content, documentary, and expand it to all the other platforms that are beyond just TV and film. Because we all consume content elsewhere. You know, not just YouTube videos, there's Facebook status updates, there's blogs, there's everything. So those are all part of a greater story. So can you construct your story, to be a part and use all these other platforms?
Do you find it's difficult convincing traditional storytellers to move into this whole new realm?
Well, I can't really say that because they all kind of more ask me, right? So, or they generally, the ones I've talked to, they're like, how do we do this? What would you do? So, and they're all looking at it. I'm shocked if any of them aren't. They're all going to be looking at it. They're all going to be exploring what they can do. They're all because they're business people. They're going to explore how to make money off of that stuff, as they should. And for me, I think it's exciting because it's almost like just the open canvas. Like we want to do something here. We want you to draw something amazing. And I go, what do you want me to draw? Right? Like, and then we get that spurs the discussion of what do they want to see. I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens out of that.
What's your top-off point? I mean, you're going to be doing more. So what's your next step?
My next step is to kind of explore storytelling in like in a way where we all can enjoy it, and all can be like mystified by what we hear. Because I feel like great storytelling is like in the way like magic, right? You know it's magic, you know it's a story, you know it's a trick, but you want to believe it's real. You want to feel that it's real, right? So I feel it's like if the more I can pull that off to make it feel like it's so real that it almost is, that's what I love. So it's not just the, oh, we're going to throw in all these platforms and everything. It's more of about telling great narrative. That's what I hope for.
Well, I'm excited to hear what you have to say, and thank you for being here and sharing your fabulous expertise with these attendees.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Freddie Wong, a co-founder of a company called Rocket Jump. We started doing YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, viral, sort of short films, and in the last couple of years, transitioned to doing longer form, sort of indie television series. We have a show called Video Game High School, which is available on Netflix and on YouTube as well. And we signed a content partnership with Lionsgate last year to do more long form and sort of explore that bridge between traditional and online in terms of long form TV length and feature length content. I think hopefully a little bit of perspective in terms of what we do and a little bit of sort of an understanding of where this intersection of traditional and online is going. We're very fortunate to be in the position where we can get a sense of where that ship is being steered. And I think it's going to have far-reaching implications for all facets of the industry. And the sooner you can get ahead of it, I think the more likely you're not going to get buried by it, so to speak. There's only one piece of advice I always give. It's very basic, which is if you wanted to be a cook, you wouldn't go sitting around watch Food Network all day. You'd start cooking. If you want to be a guitar player, you wouldn't sit around just listen to records all day. You got to start playing scales. So I think people lose track of that when it comes to film, and what really comes down is you have to start doing it. And even if it's basic, even if it's small, it's a craft, and it's something you have to put time into. So anything is better than nothing. At least try. You have to get out there and start making things.